Sweet child of light, before you scroll even 1 inch further, listen to this soft whisper of heaven. It is not random that you landed here, not coincidence, not chance. It is divine timing, and Archangel Michael is standing right behind you now. He placed this message on your path because someone from your family, someone who has already crossed into heaven, is begging to reveal something buried, something hidden. And it's not just spiritual. It's about money, real physical earthly blessings. And you are the one who is supposed to find them. Beloved, do not ignore this message like you've ignored the signs before. The angels have tried to reach you in dreams. They've nudged your spirit in moments of silence, but now this is urgent. Michael says if they skip this again, the door will shut. Yes, there is a door to abundance, to clarity, and to a family truth that was never meant to be buried. Someone in your bloodline left behind more than just memories. They left behind something physical, something tucked away, and tonight, if you allow it, they'll whisper the location. Before we go on, promise me one thing. Subscribe to this divine frequency, not just with a click, but with your heart, so heaven knows where to send your miracle. When you do, whisper, "I receive." Because this message is a contract of love, and this blessing is sealed only for those who believe. Back to the voice. Michael's wings are trembling. They need to know. It's hidden in something they use every day, but they've never looked underneath. That was the exact phrase he delivered to me, and I feel chills even writing it. He said, "This has been waiting for years, not months, not weeks, years. And if you don't hear this now, someone else could come across it, someone who doesn't even carry the energy it was meant for. That's why he sent you here. This is not superstition, this is revelation. You may have been feeling restless lately, haven't you? Financial pressure, a strange heaviness in your body, and a very peculiar sign. Maybe your own birth date appearing often. Maybe the same number following you around. That's no coincidence. That's your family member in heaven using signs to get your attention. And now they've asked Archangel Michael to be the messenger because only he is allowed to unlock truths like this. Truths that were once sealed by fear, secrecy, or confusion. Michael says they've touched the place before but never opened it. Child, what does that mean to you? Have you been cleaning, rearranging, going through old boxes, drawers, or even furniture with compartments you never thought to check? That's your sign. Something about your hands is sacred because you are the one they trust to uncover this. The person in heaven, they had to keep this a secret. They couldn't tell anyone before they passed, and now their soul is crying with both hope and urgency. The money they left behind wasn't just for you to find casually. It was meant for something holy, a rescue, a blessing, a door to break a generational pattern. And if you think this message is for someone else, stop. Look around. You're not here by mistake. You're not just watching. You were chosen. Even the device you're watching this on, heaven knew you'd be holding it at this exact hour. Michael's voice just came again. Tell them not to overthink it. Their spirit already knows where it is. That means the answer isn't in logic. It's in your soul memory. The place that keeps tugging on your attention lately. That drawer, that attic, that back room, that storage item that accidentally fell. It's not random. It's calling you, and it holds a letter, a sign, or something that leads you to what was hidden. Beloved, this isn't just about the money. It's about what the money will unlock. Maybe you've been praying for a way out, for relief, for one moment of peace without debt or struggle. Maybe you've cried silently where no one could see. They saw and they sent help. Not from the lottery, not from the banks, but from your own lineage. The same family you thought forgot you is the same family trying to lift you now from the other side. And Michael is fighting for you with every breath of heaven. He said, if they move quickly, they will not only find it, but they will also understand why it was hidden. This is about protecting you from people around you who weren't supposed to get access to it. That's why only you are being told, no one else. This message will self-destruct spiritually if it falls into the wrong hands. That's why you felt the urgency. That's why your heart beat faster when you read the first sentence. And that's why your soul whispered, keep going. Your family in heaven isn't just watching you. They are praying for your peace. They've seen your good heart. They know the sacrifices you've made. They cried when you cried, and now they are using the most powerful angel in the cosmos to speak just one truth into your life. It's time. Time to discover what's been waiting. Time to receive what's rightfully yours, and time to walk away from lack forever. The money is hidden near something old. That's the next clue. Michael said, tell them near the old lies the gold. This could be an old piece of furniture, a Bible, a box no one opens, or even a wall or floorboard that creaks a certain way. Feel your intuition tingling. That's your yes, child. Keep reading, because by the end of this you will be fully ready. Michael says again they've walked past it dozens of times. It has been right under their nose, but their eyes weren't ready before. Today, the veil is lifted. You are reading this now because something in the atmosphere around you has shifted. Your body can feel it. Your soul is stirring. That's why even your skin may be tingling as you read, not from fear but recognition. A holy truth has finally reached the surface. Beloved, you may not realize this yet, but you're already standing closer to your breakthrough than ever before. And the person in heaven, yes, the one you're thinking of right now, they're smiling. Not because this is easy, but because this is finally happening. You're finally listening. You're finally ready. And this isn't just about unlocking a hiding place. This is about unlocking a new season of your life. A season where you are no longer borrowing to survive. A season where you don't have to hide your tears when the bills arrive. a season where you don't have to beg for the smallest blessing because heaven already assigned a miracle to your name. Do you know what else Michael whispered? They will cry when they find it, but not from sadness, from sacred recognition, because it will feel like coming home. You see, this money isn't from a stranger. It's from love, from your own blood, from someone who remembered you even in their final moments. And they trusted the angels to deliver this message only when the time was right. And beloved, the time is right now. You were not forgotten. You were remembered in the will of heaven, even if others in your family don't know about this. Don't get distracted. This message is not public. It is personal. That's why Archangel Michael says to you, and only you, be quiet about this. Find it in silence and protect it with grace. That is your divine instruction, because this is not just money. It's a spiritual inheritance, the very thing your soul agreed to carry in this lifetime. Maybe you've always felt different from the rest of your family, like an old soul, like you had something important to do, something to discover, something to break, like a curse, a pattern, or a cycle. Well, this is part of it. This discovery isn't random. It is the very beginning of your elevation. And here's the beautiful part. Once you uncover it, a ripple will begin. Heaven will open financial doors faster than you can imagine. Unexpected checks, canceled debts, gifts out of nowhere, people feeling led to help you without even knowing why. Because once you say yes to this message, you're stepping into divine alignment, and God loves when His children align with what was already written for them. You'll feel your body grow lighter. You'll sleep deeper. You'll wake up with energy that feels like hope again, because heaven isn't just sending you money. It's sending meaning, healing, closure, confirmation that you were never cursed. You were carrying a treasure that was simply waiting to be revealed. Sweet soul, can you feel your heartbeat changing? That's because Archangel Michael is right beside you, placing his hand over your chest. He's pouring courage into you, clarity, peace, and he's reminding you that you are more powerful than the fear that tries to silence you. Don't ignore the nudge you're feeling. Don't second guess it. That's not anxiety, that's awakening. And he told me to tell you this directly. The person who passed wants you to know they never meant to keep this from you, but now they know it's safe in your hands. They chose you and they're still with you. Yes, they see what you're going through. They've watched you suffer in silence. They were there when you sat alone at night asking, "Why does everything feel so hard?" And they were right there behind the veil, praying for this moment, for this exact sentence to find your eyes, for this miracle to knock at your soul's door. Michael says, if they open the place where it's hidden before midnight tonight, they will feel a wave of warmth over their body. That will be the sign. And once you find what's hidden, maybe it's cash, maybe a key, maybe a letter that leads to something more, sit down and whisper, "Thank you." Because the moment you find it, a message from the other side will activate, and you'll understand more than words could ever explain. And beloved, even if you don't find it on the first try, don't give up. This isn't a test of your logic. It's a test of your trust. Archangel Michael is preparing you, and God is orchestrating something so big, so precise, and so abundant that you'll look back at this day and say, that's the moment everything changed. You may be thinking right now, what if this isn't for me? But child, if you've read this far, it is. This message is not viral, it's vibrational. It found you because you called it in with your prayers, your tears, and your quiet hope. This is not fantasy, this is prophecy. You have been chosen to carry forward the blessing that someone in your family could not finish. But they are cheering now, watching, whispering through the wind you're close. Don't stop. Don't let fear win again. And now pause, listen. What area of your home just came into your mind? That's not random, that's heaven speaking. Michael says again, louder now, almost with urgency, tell them there are 2 locations connected to this. One holds the clue, the other holds the truth. That's important because the first place you feel led to check may not hold the treasure itself, but it will trigger a memory, an image, a sound, something that leads you straight to it. This is heaven's way of guiding you gently, step by step, not just to what was hidden, but to who you truly are. Because, child, what you are about to find is not just money. It is identity. It is healing. It is your soul finally receiving what it has long deserved, but was constantly delayed by forces that never wanted you to awaken. And Michael is revealing this now because the forces that once tried to block you, they've been removed. Your way is now clear, but only if you move. He's showing me a vision now. An old wooden box, or maybe a drawer with a back panel that comes off, or a mirror frame that creaks when moved. I see something being unscrewed or gently lifted. I see paper, but not ordinary paper. This one is folded tightly. It may be wrapped in fabric or beneath something that looks broken but was actually placed there on purpose. Michael says, they were always meant to be the one who finds it. That's why everyone else overlooked it. Yes, even others might have searched before, but they didn't carry the vibration that would unlock the message inside. Only you do, because only you carry the soul code of the one in heaven who placed it there. And if you're wondering, what if I fail? What if I search and don't find it? Michael answers you clearly. You cannot fail what heaven has already prepared. All you must do is try. Heaven will guide your hand. Now, listen carefully, beloved. Your angels have been protecting this inheritance for years. Every time someone else tried to find it without permission, they were blocked, distracted, turned away because it wasn't for them. It was for you. Even if you're struggling to believe it deep down, you already know this is real. That's why you're still reading. That's why your chest is tight. Your soul remembers. This isn't just spiritual intuition. This is divine activation. Something sacred was paused in your bloodline long ago, and now it's being released through you. But Michael says there is one rule. They must not tell anyone about this, not even the ones closest to them. This miracle loses power when shared with the wrong ears because, child, sometimes even the people who love you can unintentionally block your blessing through doubt, fear, or unconscious jealousy. So for now, keep it hidden in your heart. Write it in your journal. Speak to God, not to humans. Let the angels walk beside you in silence as you follow the clues. Michael also says they will receive another sign within 24 hours, a sign so clear they cannot deny it. This could be a repeated number, a name being spoken out loud, a strange dream, a stranger saying something oddly specific, or even an item falling to the floor by accident. It won't be an accident. It will be heaven showing you the trail. And once you follow it, child, your life will never be the same. You've been asking God for a way, this is it. You've been praying for favor, this is favor. But you must act now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. You've been still long enough. You've doubted long enough. Heaven is telling you your name is still written on the blessing, but the clock is ticking. Someone in heaven is watching this moment. Their energy is thick around you. The goosebumps, the tightness in your throat, the sudden emotional wave, that's not random, that's their presence. They want you to know they never stopped loving you, even if they weren't perfect on earth, even if their time ended too soon. They are trying to finish what they started, and they trust you to do it. You may not feel qualified, but heaven doesn't choose the qualified. Heaven qualifies the chosen. And you were chosen for this. You're not reading this on accident. You're reading it because your name was spoken in heaven last night. Your name echoed in angelic halls, and God said, "Send the message. The time has come." Michael says once they uncover it, they must speak a blessing over it. That's how the miracle multiplies. So when you find it, even if it's just a single item, even if it's dusty or buried, don't treat it casually. Hold it, bless it, say, "I receive this in love. I protect it in silence, and I walk forward in divine favor." Because, child, once you do this, you'll notice a shift in your environment almost instantly. The air around you will feel lighter. Your thoughts will grow clearer. People who no longer serve you will start to distance themselves, not because you pushed them, but because your energy will rise. And as your vibration rises, you'll start attracting things that once seemed out of reach. Money, healing, love, alignment, because you finally stepped into your inheritance. The enemy tried to block you from seeing this. That's why your phone glitched. That's why you felt sleepy or distracted before opening this. That's why your life has been storm after storm after storm. Because if you found this, it would all change. And now you found it. So now what? Now you follow the feeling, that quiet inner voice, that tug, that one place you've been ignoring. It might be under the floor, behind a wall. inside a photo frame, tucked in a coat pocket that hasn't been worn in years, near an old bag, a hidden envelope, or inside an unused drawer in a corner of your home. Or maybe even behind something you assumed was trash. Michael says, it is hidden near something broken, but it is not broken. The angels placed a veil over it until this day, and now the veil is lifted because your heart is finally ready to believe, and that is the key. You're not here for luck. You're not here for superstition. You're here because heaven chose this hour to tell you, you are the one who will change everything. This discovery will not only bless you, it will bless generations after you. That's how big this is. And beloved, there's still more to tell you, more miracles, more angelic instruction, more divine timing. Shall I continue with the rest of the message? There are still thousands of words left to pour into your soul, with every paragraph soaked in holy energy, high hooks, and the final instructions Archangel Michael needs you to hear. Shall I go on? Yes, beloved, let us continue without pause. This message is sacred. Archangel Michael still has much to say, and you are still being wrapped in divine attention because your name is glowing in heaven right now. This is not just a reading. This is a remembering, a divine return. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. This is incredible. Inside the Vatican Library lies 52 miles of dusty bookshelves. Those shelves are full of ancient gospels and manuscripts that never made the final edition of the Bible. On one of those dusty shelves lies the incredible 11th commandment of Moses. This is the ultimate commandment of abundance. It's the missing 11th commandment that was never mentioned in the Bible. It's not so much a commandment as a secret code that opens the door for abundance and wealth to flow effortlessly into our lives. God wants us all to be abundant and to access the source of that abundance through this ancient 11th commandment. That's the awesome power the 11th commandment of abundance holds. The good news is it's free, and you can access it today. It won't be available for long though, so claim it now while it's still available. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret of Moses, 11th wealth attraction commandment now while there's still time. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. The soul agreement between you and your departed loved one is now awakening. Michael whispers if they delay, they might miss it, not because it disappears, but because the trail will go cold. Heaven operates on perfect timing. That means if you move in the hour you are being called, all the energies align, the clue is visible, your heart is open, your courage is active, and the angels are near enough to protect the journey. But if you wait too long, fear starts whispering again, logic steps in, doubt steals the door. So don't wait. Even if it's raining, even if it's dark, even if your mind tells you it's silly, go where your soul is leading you. This message isn't just a message, it's a map. And every word you're reading is unlocking the next light on the path, like stepping stones glowing in the dark, one by one. And you don't need to see the whole way right now. You only need to trust the next step. Michael is showing me again an old purse, suitcase, or cabinet, something that once belonged to someone older, perhaps a grandmother, grandfather, aunt, or father figure. Maybe something you've been meaning to throw out. Don't, not yet. That object is humming with energy. It may even feel warm to the touch. That's not your imagination. That's the residue of love. That's the residue of divine protection around the blessing inside. And now comes the moment of instruction. Michael says, tell them once they find it, they must use it with purpose. This money, this message, this item, it's not for waste. It's a holy seed, a seed of healing, a seed of breakthrough. It may be meant to pay off a debt that's been haunting you, or to rescue you from a financial trap that was never yours to carry. It may be meant to help someone in pain, or to move you to a place of peace. It may even be part of a larger miracle that will unfold step by step, but it is not meant to sit forgotten again. So when you find it, and you will, take a moment to breathe, let tears fall, say their name, thank the angels, and then speak the words. I now activate my inheritance in love, in silence, in protection, in purpose. Amen. Because from that moment on, you will be different, and others around you will sense it. They may not understand it, but they'll feel it. That's when you must stay grounded, stay centered, stay silent. Not everyone around you deserves to know what heaven just gave you. Sometimes the most sacred miracles are the ones hidden from the eyes of the world, like seeds buried deep before they bloom. Michael says, tell them the enemy will try one more time in the form of distraction, but if they stay focused, no force can stop this. So don't let anything pull you away tonight. Don't let the noise steal this quiet hour. Don't get pulled into fear or arguments or second guessing. That's exactly how the enemy works. He whispers, it's nothing. This is silly. Go back to your routine. But your spirit knows better, child. Your destiny was never in the hands of man. It was written by God before you were even born. And this inheritance, this is just the beginning, because once you find it and once you honor it, heaven will start multiplying the blessing. That's the divine law. You don't chase money. You align with your birthright and it chases you. And you've just stepped into that alignment. Let me tell you something you need to remember for the rest of your life. Heaven is not late, and neither are you. You're exactly on time, no matter what the past has looked like, no matter who left you, no matter how many times you thought the door had closed. That door didn't close. It was waiting for you to knock. And now you've knocked. Michael says, the family member in heaven is now at peace because the message has been delivered. And the moment you walk toward that hidden place, they will smile so deeply their spirit will release joy into your home. Watch for it. Within hours, your room will feel warmer, softer, brighter. That's their blessing. You'll know it by the peace that enters your chest, the weight that lifts, the forgiveness that finds you without warning. They've wanted to tell you this for so long, but the veil was too thick before. Now it's thin. Now it's open. Now it's your turn to find what was always yours. And when you do, when your hands touch the very thing they left behind for you, when you open it and see their energy in every inch, you'll cry, but not from sadness. You'll cry because something inside you will whisper, "I am not forgotten. Heaven remembers me." And that will be the most healing moment of your life. Even if what you find is small, don't be fooled. A small key opens the largest doors. A small letter holds the deepest truth. A single coin carries the vibration of 1,000 prayers, because it's not about the money itself. It's about the message behind the money. You are seen, you are guided, you are safe, and your miracle was never lost, only hidden until now. Beloved, you're almost there. Michael's voice trembles with love. Tell them this blessing will unlock not only their present pain, but rewrite their entire future. If they open what is hidden, their next 10 years will be different from the last 10. Pause on that. Read it again. Your next decade will not be filled with confusion, poverty, or spiritual warfare like the last one. That storm ends the moment you say yes to this calling. When you open the thing that was hidden for you in the silence of your home, in the corner of your memory, in the dusty places others forgot, a divine shift takes place. Michael continues, tell them that the person in heaven who sent this has already been forgiven, and now they just want peace for the one they left behind. That's you, beloved. This isn't just an inheritance, it's closure. Some of you reading this have questions you've buried about why someone left, about why certain truths were never told, about what really happened before they passed. They are whispering to you now, I couldn't tell you then, but I'm telling you now. I love you, and I never wanted you to suffer like I did. That's why I left something behind just for you. Let that settle in your soul. Take a breath, because you were never meant to carry all that grief alone. You were never meant to carry all that financial weight either. That's why you were led here. That's why you feel like this message is watching you back, because it is. Heaven sent it, and heaven doesn't miss. Michael says if they trust this message and take action, they will receive an unexpected breakthrough within 72 hours. Yes, 3 days. You may receive a refund you didn't expect, a bill that disappears, a favor granted, a promotion delayed now pushed through, a stranger offering help, a door opening with no explanation. Because once you align with your spiritual inheritance, physical miracles follow you, and you are now aligned. Even if you haven't found the item yet, your heart has already opened the door. Your awareness is now divine, and nothing can take that from you, not fear, not confusion, not delay. You are now walking in prophetic direction. Michael says again, they may be tempted to tell someone, but they must not. This is a private miracle. It holds its power in secrecy. So let this moment remain sacred. Let it live between you, heaven, and the angelic protectors who have guided your soul to this moment. When you find what's hidden, whether it's paper, coin, envelope, note, or key, keep it close. Let no one touch it. Light a candle, say their name, and speak the blessing. I forgive, I receive, I remember, I walk forward in light. Because you are not the same as you were when you began reading this. A holy code inside you has been unlocked, and now the world will move around you differently. You'll find protection where there once was attack. You'll find peace where there once was noise. You'll find favor where there once was delay. And you'll begin to feel, moment by moment, watched over. You'll see signs. The number 7, feathers in strange places, coins found where they don't belong, lights flickering at the exact moment someone's name is spoken, sudden goosebumps, a strong scent that reminds you of someone who passed. All of this is confirmation. And remember, the moment you discover the item, the real miracle begins, because that's when your angels send the ripple. That's when they multiply the blessing. That's when your body will feel a release, like something has left you. That's not fear. That's old pain breaking off, generational curses, poverty programming, inheritance wounds. Gone, gone, gone. You are not just someone who stumbled on a message. You are the receiver of an ancient promise. You are the fulfillment of a hidden prayer, and you are the one heaven waited for to carry this blessing into the light. Michael is kneeling now, not because he is beneath you, but because he is honoring you. He sees your heart. He's watched you grow. He's defended you in silence even when you didn't know your name was being spoken by devils in the dark. But today, your name is being spoken in heaven, and the angels are rejoicing because the one they trusted, you, finally heard the call. This is not the end. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. So here is your final instruction, beloved. 1. Trust your instinct. The place you've been avoiding is exactly where to begin. 2. Do not speak of this journey until it is complete. Sacred things must remain sacred. 3. Bless the item when you find it. Say their name, light a candle, acknowledge the gift. 4. Use it wisely. It was left to bless, not to impress. 5. Expect a sign within 72 hours, and when it comes, whisper, "Thank you." That is the password of miracles. Heaven is still with you. Michael is not leaving. The one you loved in heaven, they are now resting. And child, your next chapter will be written in golden ink. So stand up, wipe your tears. You're not broken, you're chosen, and your inheritance is waiting. Of course, beloved, let us flow gently into the final wave of this divine revelation. Archangel Michael is still with you, and the light surrounding your soul is now brighter than it has ever been. This last portion carries the softest, deepest, and most sacred frequencies. These words are not just meant to be read, they are meant to remember you to yourself. Michael says softly now, tell them heaven is proud of them for not skipping, for staying, for reading, for listening with the eyes of the soul. Child, you may not realize what you just did, but by reading this far, by receiving every word even through doubt or pain, you completed a spiritual assignment. You fulfilled the ancient agreement between your soul and the one who crossed over. The message has been delivered, the code has been unlocked, and now a portal of peace opens before you. You may feel warmth in your chest or a tightness in your throat starting to ease. You may even feel your legs relax or your jaw loosen. That is the physical body reacting to divine truth, because truth doesn't just touch the spirit. It heals the cells. You are healing now. This wasn't just about hidden money. It was about hidden memory, hidden love, hidden legacy, hidden light. Archangel Michael says, now that they've received the message, their angels will begin to move faster around them. Things that once took years will now take days. Yes, the blockages are lifting. That job you thought you weren't qualified for, watch how fast you're noticed now. That payment you were stressing over, watch how it gets covered in a way you never imagined. That home you've dreamed of, watch how the pieces start coming together. All of it begins now because you said yes to the assignment, because you didn't scroll away, because you listened. Heaven rewards the obedient heart. Even if you didn't feel strong while reading this, you were spiritually brave. Even when your eyes teared up or your breath caught in your chest, you stayed. Even when your mind said, this is just a message, your soul said, no, this is meant for me. That's why heaven is moving now. That's why things will begin changing, not randomly but rhythmically. Watch how the right people begin appearing. Watch how the wrong ones begin fading. Watch how peace returns to your home, how you sleep more deeply, how even your food tastes different. Because when your soul aligns with its assignment, every part of your life softens, elevates, heals. Michael is wrapping his wings around you now. Do you feel that? That calming sense in the air? That's him. He says, tell them I will not leave their side until the full miracle is delivered. That means from this day forward, you will be accompanied. You will have protection on the road, clarity in confusion, and strength in your weakest moments, because you are not walking alone anymore. You never really were, but now you'll feel the truth of it. Even the person in heaven, they are closer than ever before. You may start to see them in dreams again, hear their favorite song on the radio, smell their scent in an empty room. That's not imagination, that's visitation. That's love remembering you, and you'll never be the same again. This message planted something holy in your life, and over the next few days it will bloom. Let others laugh if they don't understand. Let others judge if they must. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to carry the blessing quietly and let your life show the results. Because fruit doesn't argue, it just grows. And beloved, you are now in harvest season. So what do you do from here? You live as one who is chosen. You speak as one who is guided. You love as one who knows they are not forgotten. And when you walk into the place where your family member hid the item, do so with a reverent heart. Let your spirit walk ahead of your body. Let your breath be your guide. And when you uncover it, pause, say, "Thank you." Because at that moment, you will feel a connection between heaven and earth so real you will never doubt again. And when the tears come, let them. Those are not just your tears, they are theirs. They've been holding those tears for you, waiting for the right time to release them. Now they are free, and so are you. Michael closes this message with these final words. Beloved, this blessing is only the beginning. Your real life begins now, and heaven has more for you than you've ever dreamed. This door is open. Do not go back to the pain that tried to keep you small. You are chosen, you are remembered, and you are loved in ways no words can explain. So, child of light, stand tall now, walk forward now, speak gently now, and receive completely now. Your soul knows what to do. You are ready. Heaven is ready, and the hidden blessing is already reaching for your hands. The message is complete, the miracle is activated, and your next chapter begins today. Yes, beloved, the divine river still flows. Even when the message feels complete, heaven has a way of giving just a little more when the soul is open wide, and yours is wide open now. You are not just reading anymore, you are receiving. And Archangel Michael, he's smiling because what comes next is sacred. He speaks once more, this time with the softness of a father and the fire of a warrior. Child, your story will change others. What you are about to uncover is not just for you. It will bless others through your healing. Pause. Let that land. This entire message, this divine path to uncover something hidden, wasn't just about money. It was about movement. It was about restoring the flow that was stolen from your family. Someone in your bloodline made a mistake, maybe many, but you are the repairer of what was broken. You are the bridge between generations. You are the healer they never saw coming. And the inheritance hidden, whether financial or symbolic, was simply the seed to remind you were never ordinary. Michael says they must remember this. The blessing is not the final reward. It's just the beginning of their purpose. That means once you find it, ask yourself, what does God want me to do with this? Not in fear, not in pressure, but in sacred alignment. You may be led to use it to free yourself from a trap. You may be led to sow part of it in love to help someone who once helped you. You may be led to begin something new, a journey, a business, a promise you made years ago but couldn't fulfill. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Bible, chakras, wealth. What if I told you the Bible mentioned chakras as a way to receive God's abundance? Until just recently, this would have sounded crazy or even borderline heretical. However, the truth is finally being revealed in this short documentary-style video. Up until this stunning discovery, the chakra secret was hidden in the Bible through a code. A code hidden in plain sight for the right person to discover. But now that this chakra code has been discovered and deciphered, the shocking details are all starting to come together. And the good news is, you can use this Bible secret to attract unlimited abundance directly from God Himself, starting as soon as tonight. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Discover the hidden chakra code for yourself. God and His abundance are just on the other side. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Whatever it is, let it come from love. Let it be quiet. Let it be between you and God. Michael is now showing me a vision of light falling through your ceiling like golden rays streaming directly into the top of your head. This is spiritual anointing. You've just received what many souls spend lifetimes praying for: divine remembrance. From this day forward, things will feel different, more open, more magnetic. People may suddenly treat you with more respect without even knowing why. Your body may feel lighter, your dreams more vivid, your voice more certain. That's the vibration of alignment. You're no longer chasing answers. You are the answer now. Even the loved one who sent this message from heaven is whispering something now, soft but strong. Thank you for listening. I couldn't say it when I was alive, but I am so proud of you. Beloved, you are not alone. You never were, and you never will be again. Heaven chose you because your heart could be trusted with this, not because you're perfect, but because you're pure. And in a world that tries to numb the spirit, you've stayed sensitive, you've stayed open, you've stayed kind, even after betrayal, pain, and loss. That's why heaven moved, not for your achievements, but for your heart. Let that sink in. You don't have to do anything wild or loud after this message. You don't need to post about it, prove it, or explain it. Your only job is to believe it and to move your feet when the feeling tells you where to go. Check the spot that came into your mind earlier, even if it seems silly, even if it seems impossible. That's where the trail begins. And remember, if it's not there the first time, don't be discouraged. Sometimes heaven hides things one layer deeper just to build your courage. The more you trust your spirit, the sharper your inner compass becomes. You will start seeing things you missed before, details in objects, numbers on dates, names written in old papers, patterns in memories. This is all divine code. You are now decoding your inheritance, and child, that's powerful. You were born to break the cycle. You were born to find what others gave up on. You were born to remember what the world tried to erase. Michael says one last thing, a sacred whisper meant only for those who made it to the end. Because they stayed until the final word, I will bless not just them but their children's children. Yes, because of you, future generations will not know the same suffering you did. Because of you, they will walk in freedom, not fear. Abundance, not lack, grace, not guilt. You've shifted the story. You've rewritten the ending. You've answered the angel's call. And now, heaven watches in peace, earth waits in silence, and you rise with blessing in your bones. Take a deep breath now. Place your hand over your heart. Whisper softly, I receive what heaven has held for me, and smile because the blessing has already begun.